How did film session go today?
Breaking down the film, we try to focus on how to eliminate the bad, how we notice as a position group if we incrementally got better, and we did a lot of positive things. Obviously, when it comes down to like breaking down the film, there's always things you can improve on. That first step, getting off on the ball, maybe hand placement in the run game, hat placement in the run game. So I mean, there's generally always places to improve. But as far as position group, position play, we went out there and we threw our best hat in. So that's all we can do. Focus on ourselves and then worry about uplifting our teammates in the process.
Is it at that point where it might change, like to change the goals a little bit? Like, maybe it is just to, like you said, get better, get all 11 on the same page. But is the overall goal, playoffs and stuff, at that point, do you start changing the bar that you want to get to per week and where you're at the end of the season?
I mean, I think as far as team goals, the goal is to win every week, to go 1-0. Me, as a rookie coming in here, playing considerable amount of reps, every week my reps increase. I'm told, you're not a rookie. You have a responsibility on the field to go do what you're asked to do. You're no longer thought of as a young guy. So I think when guys on your team, coaches, when they say that to you, you don't feel like a young guy anymore. You feel like you are a pivotal piece in the unit with the team, and team goals are your goals. But my goal, every single time I step on the field is to win my rep, to eliminate the bad, and win my rep. So as far as everybody else, that's a team collect goal, is to go 1-0. I mean, that's all I can say anyway.
Aaron Jones said yesterday, it takes something to learn how to win. Is there truth to that? And what is it kind of, when you hear that, what do you think?
I mean, every time you get knocked down, you got to get back up. You got to get up fast. So when he says it takes something to learn, I mean, you gotta just take advantage of every opportunity to grow. So, I mean, we lose this game, we watch the film, we come back, but we got to improve something. No one has to come out with any supernatural ability. It's just maybe cleaning up practice habits. Maybe, spending an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes a week watching film. Maybe watching it as a unit alone. Maybe watching it as an offense alone, without the coaches in there. Us just being real with each other. When he says it takes something to grow, it takes something to learn. It doesn't have to be, someone all of a sudden becoming an Avenger. It's just them, winning those extra 2 or 3 reps that they couldn't get back the week before.
Have you gotten any indication of how serious Luke's injury might be?
As a guy on the team, especially Luke, I respect Luke immensely. I'm not going to speak on his injury on his behalf. So,
how do you feel like your blocking has been? Do you feel like you're getting better at it?
I felt as if this was my best game. I graded out maybe the highest I've graded out. My feet to hands to hat placement, I felt strong. I felt strong on the front side, outside zone. Several combos there. Obviously, someone can turn on the film and got you. Like, that wasn't a good play. But, it's all about confidence when I step on the field. I get a couple plays on our belt. My confidence grows. I feel like I'm rolling. And that's just how I've always been as a player, rep to rep, just personal growth.
So the confidence at a good spot if, let's say, Luke is not available to go and your role even increases.
I've always been ready to go. I've always been ready to get in the huddle and play football.
Can you take us through the process of preparation to start a game in terms of, in years gone by, an offense would go in with like 20 scripted plays, and those would be the plays that they want to run to get the game started. Do you guys script plays? Do you have a book like that, 15 to 20 plays? And if you do, when you go 3 and out, 5 and out, what's going on the sidelines in terms of adjusting that process?
I mean, every offense I've ever played for, They have an openers package. It's just about, in the pass game, everything's about timing and spacing. In the run game, everything's about, the first 2 to 3 steps to contact, where the running back presses his blocks. So, I mean, it's really, your openers are, your players make plays. So your openers are only as effective as your execution. And, I'm not really the X's and O's guy of this offense. I'm not gonna do a tell all of our offense and where our scheme's going. Yeah, no, I don't know how to properly answer the question, but
I mean, you can't 0 for 6 on openers then, aren't you?
yeah, well, that's ball. I don't know.
Okay, then you go into halftime, obviously. Second half completely different from the first half. So what is the difference then with quote-unquote halftime adjustments that you guys can be productive in the second half that doesn't have when you prepare all week for the openers?
Well, I mean, second half you got about maybe 20 reps of their defense underneath your belt. You get the picture. Mm-hmm. You get to take advantage of what they've already given you. Looks, scheme, safety rotation. So it's you get a clearer picture going into the second half about what they're doing. So that's why second half adjustments are always pivotal in game, and that's maybe why we come out punching, is because we're familiar with the technique. Maybe we've already gotten that pressure and we know how to handle it this time. So it's always different.